today, who always lend a helping hand to help show us the way. This song is for those who see their students through the tough times in their lives. For that we say thank you.
Why did I choose to teach? Well, I had a very special teacher when I was in middle school and high school by the name of Mrs. Prosser. And she instilled in me that I could do whatever I wanted to do as long as I was confident and I worked hard and I believed that I could. And I wanted to follow in her footsteps, and I did for 38 years now.
All right, this is my 30th year teaching, and I chose to teach because I love teaching kids to love history.
I'm Mrs. Lloyd, and I've been teaching in the Clark Shawnee District for 26 years.
I wasn't a teacher at first. I worked for Target in human resource management, and I was in Cleveland and Chicago all over, but I did not enjoy the hours, and I didn't enjoy the lack of interaction, so I started coaching, which then led me into teaching. So I guess I would not go back to that, but I did do something before I was a teacher.
Probably either a pilot or a sports color commentator.
I wanted to be a vet.
And how many years have you been teaching?
20.
I'd be a park ranger because I like cutting trees and walking through the parks and picking up trash. It's a fun time.
Oh, I love teaching so much, and I've done it for so long. I just can't imagine doing anything else. Maybe a superhero.
I always wanted to be a college basketball coach because I played high school basketball and I played college basketball and I even played a year of professional basketball overseas. So that was my dream.
What would you have been?
A nurse.
Thank you.
Well, I think, had I not chose to be a teacher, I probably would have been a comedian for Dad Jokes Everywhere, the way I tell those jokes in math class. That's what I think.
My favorite memory of teaching is the 5K run. Especially the first year that we did it at Reed. That was really cool. I felt like everybody was really into it, and it's just something really special for our district. So really like the 5K run.
So, Mr. Warrington, why did you want to be a teacher?
I didn't initially want to become a teacher. I thought about trying engineering, but I knew I wanted to coach, and I ended up trying out education in college and fell in love with it. So I love to teach, love to coach, and it was all by accident, I think.
I'd have to say probably my favorite memory is more of like a favorite thing that happens. When I see my former students that I've taught and they remember me and recognize me and say, "Hey, Mr. Garbrick," and they tell me maybe their favorite memory of having me. I think that's probably my most favorite memory, is just seeing the kids that I've taught and them telling me about their favorite memory.
I don't know what I would have done besides teaching, but I would have done something with Spanish.
How many years have you been teaching?
25.
What's your favorite memory from your years in teaching?
My favorite part is when we get to take the students on trips to Spanish-speaking countries.
Why did you choose to teach?
I would say I was influenced by my high school Spanish teacher. She made me fall in love with everything about it. The culture, the music, the food, the language. So I knew when I was 16 that's what I wanted to do. So I would say it was because of her.
Us today, who always lend a helping hand to help show us the way. This song is for those who see their students through the tough times in their lives. For that we say thank you. You have made a difference. You have shaped our minds. You have changed the world, one child at a time. You have always been there in everything you do. I hope that you're as proud of me as I am proud of you. This song is for those who heard the silent cries, who stayed
Is it taping right now?
Yes.
Wait, repeat that question. What was the question again?
So you live 100 years.
No. Here's the question. The question was, how many years have you been teaching? And Mr. Lamb's answer was 25. And Aaron says?
That's like a quarter of your life.
A quarter. Do the math on that, please. A quarter.
No, listen. Like, because an average human is like 100 years, even though it's not average, but that's like, it's like the goal.
He thinks I'm 100 years old.
Somewhere, right? But where? Here!
What's the matter with them?
He's ill.
Jim.
Oh, unconscious.
It's like, I've made the ultimate in crime. This is the perfect mystery. Oh, I don't think so. It doesn't have any punch at the end.
Rewrite.
It's about calling the police. Isn't that what they're there for?
We can't call them.
Why not?
Naturally, the phone is dead.
You've tried it?
You don't have to. No, I'm not the murdering kind.
Well, neither are we.
Oh, well, either of you. Why not both of you?
Is that my Blue Cross?
Medicare takes you over in a month.
Ha ha. Oh, here we are.
Find it? Try
Yes.
another.
This is number 5.
It's green. You made me look like Lon Chaney.
Oh, here it is. Here we are.
Go ahead. Jessica, this is the Dreary Room.
It's an exact reproduction, so Mr. Summers says.
Good morning, Shawnee. I have a couple announcements regarding prom for juniors and seniors and some senior announcements, so please listen up. First, prom tickets are on sale this week until Friday at 2:30 at the end of the school day. Remember, prom is Saturday, 7 to 9 in the North Gym. We are not selling tickets at the door, so if you come and want tickets at the door, you will be turned away. So if you want to come to prom, you have to buy the tickets on Hometown Ticketing before Friday at 2:30. The process is pretty specific. You have to come to the office, tell the office who your guest is, and if that guest is from another school, you have to have a completed blue form turned in before we give you the ticket code for that guest. If it's a freshman or sophomore student at our school, you have to tell the office the guest's name and they will give you the ticket code for your guest. So that's the process for all juniors and seniors to come to prom. It's going to be an exciting night. It's going to be fun. It's one of the first events that we will be able to do as a student body, but there are specific rules. So a couple specific rules this year. We have to remain masked while we're at the dance. We are permitted to dance but we cannot be so close. We have to think about social distancing and think about some of that that spacing that we've had all year. It's not to say that you have to stay 6 feet apart, but we won't be able to have a mosh pit or a lot of people in the same area. So please be aware, if you're at dance, you will be asked to spread out a little bit more than you have in the past. Please be respectful to the chaperones. We're trying to make this a fun and exciting event. And if everybody goes into it with a positive mindset, I think it will be. Next, I'm going to go through the Shawnee High School dance policy because I think it's best to communicate to students and make them aware ahead of time as much as we can. These rules have always been posted on the back of tickets. Since our tickets are paperless, I'm going to read them on announcements just like I read them at lunch, so please bear with me. All school rules apply during the dance and on facility property. That includes all parts of the student code of conduct. Please be aware. Students that bring a guest from another school must fill out a visitor consent form before they buy a ticket. That's the blue piece of paper in the office. Students who bring a guest must accept the responsibility for the guest, including any violations of the student code of conduct that the guest might violate. All dancers must remain vertical. That means that you should not be perpendicular to the ground. I am not going to demonstrate this, and that's the best way I can describe it, but all dancers must remain vertical. You can't, the cameraman is laughing right now, and you can't see my laugh, but yes, it's got a chuckle at lunchroom too. No sexually suggestive dancing with any other person. Hand placement must be appropriate for the school setting. No removal of shirts. Dancing in undershirts is not acceptable. This is a formal event. You want to keep it that way. Students who do not maintain an appropriate style of dance will be asked to stop or may be restricted to face-to-face dancing for the remainder of the evening. If inappropriate dancing persists, the student may be escorted out of the dance and parents will be contacted. All students may be subject to a breathalyzer before entering the dance or at any time during the evening. Once students have entered the dance facility, they will not be allowed to go to their cars without permission or escort. So if you have to go put your shoes in your car or you forgot your keys or something like that, you will be escorted by an administrator or a deputy, just like we have in the past. Once a student leaves for the evening, they will not be allowed to return. Those are the school prom dance rules. Those are the rules that we've always had. Shawnee students have always done a good job. I'm letting you know right now, not because I like to repeat myself on rules, but I like to make young adults aware of the rules before they come to a situation and are shocked by the rules. I think it's going to be a great night, and I'm excited to offer this to our student body because we haven't had events like this in over a year. So let's make it a good night on Saturday. Please come if you're interested. Thanks, Shawnee.
Good afternoon, Shawnee. Today is Thursday, May 6, 2021, and this is Jack
and Will coming to you with your advisory announcements.
In yearbook news,
Shawnee High School yearbooks are almost sold out.
This is your last call to place your order at yearbookforever.com.
So don't delay and order your yearbook today.
Wow, what a year it has been. As we wind down the school year and begin to reflect on the changes to the buildings in the district, a team of historians have come together with an idea to celebrate the history and legacy of Rockaway, Possum, and Reed school buildings.
How? Well, students are creating websites to honor each elementary site.
If you are interested in submitting photos or a written memory from the time you attended these elementary buildings, please contact memorywalk@cslocal.org by May 10th.
In sports action tonight,
boys varsity baseball is scheduled to play Jonathan Alder. First pitch is at 5.
Boys JV baseball is home versus Jonathan Alder starting at 5.
Good luck and go Braves.
In more sports news,
congratulations to our very own videography classmate, Evan Thomas, on the May CBC Athlete of the Month. We are so proud of you.
Now, here's something fun.
Help support your Lady Braves basketball team by sponsoring a player in their shoot-a-thon.
How can you help?
Each player will shoot 100 free throws, and you can sponsor them per shot they make of the 100 total.
If you would like to support our players in this fundraiser, contact one of them or contact Coach Cooper at kari.cooper@cslocal.org. Thank you.
Attention to students who are interested in running cross country.
There will be a cross-country meeting for interested high school athletes and their parents on Wednesday, May 12th at 7:15 p.m.
This meeting will take place at the shelter house by the concession stand. We hope to see you there.
And in track news, tickets for this Friday's Northeastern track meet are available online only.
There will be no cash sales at the gate.
Please look for the link on the district's social media platforms.
Happy birthdays wishes for today and Tuesday and Wednesday go out to Hunter Crabtree,
Kaylee Wren,
Caitlin Leonard,
Kaylee Blanton,
Evan Brooks,
Lydia Spitzer,
Bryson Hill,
Rachel Hayes,
and Jalen Capers. Happy birthday to all of you.
On this day in history, in 1960, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signs the Civil Rights Act.
And for your fortune of the day, to achieve wisdom you must first desire it.
Now time for your weather forecast. Today is sunny with a high of 61 and a low of 36 with a 30% chance of precipitation.
Now we ask that you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, have a great day, and a reminder to be kind to everyone.